It's Halloween night. A group of friends are out trick-or-treating and they come across an old abandoned house. The group decides to go up to the front door and knock. To their surprise, someone opens it and invites them in for candy. But the friends soon realize that this house is a lot more sinister than it seems. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. And today I have a very special treat for you. It's a Halloween story. So grab some candy corn, get comfortable and settle in because this one's a real scream. Every year on Halloween, the best friends would go trick-or-treating together. They were known as the Misfits, consisting of Eddie, the comedic relief who was always cracking jokes to lighten the mood. Her eyes darted around as if expecting danger to leap at them from the shadows. The closer they got, the darker the streets became as their eyes adjusted to the gloom. They began to make out shapes in the darkness. There were chairs, a table, even what looked like a fireplace. But it was the staircase that caught their attention. It was a sweeping spiral of wood, its banisters intricately carved, leading to a darkness above. Before anyone could stop her, she was pushing the door open and stepping inside. They were trapped in a house of shadows with a presence they couldn't see. Some were carved with toothy grins, while others had expressions that seemed almost evil. The friends froze, their breaths catching in their throats. They stood in a triangle of moonlight, their shadows elongated and distorted, resembling specters from a nightmare. They didn't stop running until they were far away from the house. With the grinning pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns seemed to leer at them, their candle flames burning with an eerie glow. They continued their tradition of trick-or-treating, but always avoided that part of town. Forever haunted by the memory of the boy with the snake smile. The houses, too, looked like they were watching them, their windows like vacant eyes. The friends exchanged nervous glances, but pressed on, their laughter now a little shaky. A boy stood in the doorway, his face illuminated by the glow of a jack-o'-lantern. "You got any candy?" he grinned, revealing a missing tooth. Curiosity battled with caution in her chest. Finally, she turned to her friends, her eyes shining with excitement. "Let's go see who lives there." His eyes were wide and he was edging towards the door. The only light came from the occasional flickering street lamp or the full moon, which hung like a watchful eye in the inky black sky. Maria, the level-headed one who kept everyone in check. Thomas, the sensitive artist who saw the beauty in everything, and Willow, the adventurer who wanted to explore every nook and cranny. It was just a kid. Relieved, they all laughed, their tension breaking like glass. She had spotted something unusual, a house they had never seen before. It looked like the other houses on the street, but there was something about it that seemed off, like a misplaced detail in a painting, a crack in the facade of normalcy. His skin was unnaturally pale, almost white, like the wax on a mummy. His eyes, too, were strange, black pits devoid of any light. And then he smiled, revealing not teeth, but something sharp and cruel, like the fangs of a snake. The house was old, its paint peeling like sunburnt skin. The lawn was a mess, the windows were dark and boarded up. But what disturbed the most was the front door. It was ajar, revealing a sliver of darkness within. This year, the friends decided to venture further than usual into the spooky parts of town. As they made their way through the deserted streets, they began to see the first of the jack-o'-lanterns grinning from windowsills. Suddenly, Willow stopped in her tracks. "Hello, anyone home?" Willow called out, her voice echoing in the stillness. There was no reply. Maria was the first to voice her dissent. "No way, I don't like this. What if someone's home? Or what if it's dangerous? Come on, Maria, it'll be fun," Willow coaxed. Already reaching for the doorknob, the interior was a cavernous space filled with dust motes, dancing in the faint moonlight. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling like macabre decorations. A floorboard creaked underfoot, and they all jumped. Then from above, they heard what sounded like footsteps, heavy, slow, and deliberate. "Who's there?" Eddie called out, his bravado cracking slightly. The footsteps came again, closer this time, and a raspy voice echoed through the stairwell. "Who's asking?" The friends huddled together, their faces pale in the moonlight. Should they run? But where would they go? And then the front door opened. "Trick or treat," said a voice. And in that moment, the friends realized they weren't in danger. But as the boy reached out to take the candy from them, they noticed something odd. The friends screamed and ran, their laughter from earlier echoing mockingly in their ears. Back on the street, the familiar sight of Halloween seemed different, less festive, more menacing. From then on, the friends never spoke of the house with the grinning pumpkins. And so, if you ever find yourself on Halloween night walking down a deserted street, beware of the houses with the grinning pumpkins and the boy with the snake's grin. You might just be next.